Okay, hello, it's Thursday, so it's time for Thrifty Art Thursday. I'm clearing my table here just to give me a couple minutes to start. So I have quite a few, stuff on my table. So I'm gonna move that, and it's gonna take me a minute. Okay, so this is the shelf that I'm gonna be redoing today. I got it from thrift store. Don't remember which one. Um, it's pretty sturdy. It's seems to be in a decent shape, but the paint, the dust, it just needs a little bit of love. So I'm just gonna do that, and I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna here. Let me move the camera a little bit lower so that you guys can see. Here's my shelf. Okay, so I'm gonna paint the same design that I painted on that red table, if you saw that red table. So I'm going to show you guys how to paint that design. It's pretty easy to do, the one with like see-through um, uh, florals, and then I'm going to probably add a couple of dragonflies to it. So, well, first things first. Usually when you start and you work with things like this, you need to start with sandpaper. I'm not going to do the whole sanding machine on that because I'm not going to run the whole sander on it. I just want my, where is it? Oh, here. I have this awesome thing that I use pretty often. So it's like a sponge and the sander. It has different sanding grades, whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna run it a little bit on every side. I kind of like that it's already rustic, so that I don't need to do anything else. I'm gonna keep this rustic kind of messy looking red. I like it. So I'm just looking for spots that need a touch up. That's it. So that's not bad. So here on the bottom, I still have that sticker, the price sticker. So I'm going to remove that. And you know what? I'm going to turn on the light. Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. Okay. So I'm going to run this on that sticker. And hopefully it's not, doesn't want to come off for some reason. It's going to, but oh, there you go. I just got it off. And I got all this glue off. So the idea for this little shelf is that I want to put it on my wall, and it's gonna hold some paints for me. So that's the idea. Total mess here. I was busy working on my new postcard collection. I decided to create a postcard collection, and that's my first one. And so if you saw that post on Yuba Carlson artist page that asks for your opinion to vote, please vote. Help me choose which cards to put in the collection. I'm going to make a collection of four, set of four cards. It's pretty cool, I think. So here we go. Wasn't too awful. So I'm gonna paint with my acrylic paints. And then once they're dry, I'll just spray polyurethane on top of it, a couple of coats, and it will be good to go. So let me see how I'm gonna set it like this so you guys can see. I'm gonna put my first floral going up the side or down the side, whatever. Up the side, down the side. This is gonna look nice. Okay, so my first things first, right? Say hello. Who's here? Who's watching? Okay, let me see. Just making sure that I'm seeing connection, reactions, whatever. Okay, all good. All good. Okay. I hope you saw that, and now you're gonna say hi. All right. So for the florals, for the leaves, I really like to use angle brush, something like, where are you? Hold on. Here. Something like this. And I change the size depending on the size of the leaves I wanna paint. So this will make pretty small leaves. This makes larger leaves. If you saw my table, I used, where is it? Yes, I used this one on my table. It's a 3/4 inch angle brush. And you know what? I'm gonna turn on the other light. Or is there enough light for you guys? Oof, made me all red. Okay, and the paints that I use for that are the metallics. So I have a full box of them. They are the Arteza paints. I use them a lot. And so for this, I just go and I choose like everything with green kind of tone in it. You can use any metallic paint, it will work. Just kind of use the same maybe group of colors, and so I have pearl pastel green, sea green, olive green, sage green, cactus green. I have lime green. So all of those are greens, chartreuse. And I really like putting like something like white, just pure white. Well, it's not going to be so in your eye because, and then I have pistachio green. Look, all of these are all greens. That's crazy. And maybe some gold. Oh my gosh, my face looks total red in the camera, doesn't it? Something's with that camera. I can't figure it out. Okay. So I have a gazillion, so I want to choose just 4. I think I'm gonna keep the olive green, the pearl sea, and the lime, and then the chartreuse, and then the pearl white for the front. Okay. I have my brushes. I have my paints. I really like to use this mist bottle to help the paints, like to thin the paints out a little bit because these are thick, but you don't have to thin the model, so there's nothing that says that you have to, you know? So I'm just gonna put some paint in here. Using 4 different greens and the white. This is gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be fun. That. And some white. Okay. So here's how I choose colors. You want to go have something light and something dark, and you want to have some warm colors and cold colors. And it's real hard to see sometimes. But look, it shows pretty well in the camera that these two are cooler colors, cooler tones, and these two are warmer. They have more yellows in them. So you can see how they're different. And the white is that cooler kind of tone that we're gonna use. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water into each, just like that. And I'm gonna start with white, and I'm gonna start with my small angle brush. So the trick here is layering and not being afraid to paint over another color. Okay, so I'm gonna get my brush chisel tip, like flat tip over here. Okay, and I'm gonna start at the bottom and kind of lightly show myself the way that, okay, this little one is gonna go here. So then I'm gonna fill this up and hold it at an angle flat and just kind of push it onto the surface. And there we go. And so we're adding some leaves. Leaves can be longer, shorter, they can have rounded shape, they can have like more like the oak leaf shape, whatever you like. I really like this shape. Really, really like this shape of leaves. So, and you want to bring this all the way to the bottom. Looks great. I'm gonna go over here and kind of make it go like this. So I'm still painting with just light. And I want to keep it on this side so I'm not overlapping to the front. I'm keeping my leaves just on the side. Just like that. And if you kind of vary, you know what I mean? The leaves, the shapes, it looks more natural, not as a cookie cutter. Doesn't look like a stencil, you know? There is nothing wrong with stencil. There is room for stencil, of course. This can be done with stencils, easy. But I think that there is also a huge thing to be told about something being hand painted. Okay, and then over here, just gonna move it a little bit closer to you guys so you can see. And yeah, it's gonna be the same kind of petal. I felt bad after I did that table. I felt bad that it took me much longer and you guys didn't get to see it step by step how I painted that top. It's very, mean, it's very cool, I think. And so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how to do this. I think any metallics would work, but oh, sorry, we're kicking the camera. But sometimes, um, yeah, I would suggest maybe make it do it like trying it out somewhere else first. I think most metallics are pretty transparent though, so I think you'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm going back to the first, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more of paint on it just to make it a little bit whiter. I'm not gonna say darker, right? Because it's not darker, it's whiter. Just add just add a little bit of paint here and there. It doesn't have to be like the full leaf. Just give it a little bit of color, a little bit more color. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. It does help to follow the same strokes. So I'm just gonna go back up here and just follow the same strokes, add a little bit of paint to it. So cute. It's already cute, isn't it? But we're gonna make it even cuter. Okay. And another one. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, my camera, my face looks like I just ran a marathon. I promise I did not. This Saturday Paint Night Live, we're gonna paint a dragonfly paradise. And I would have shown you the picture, but I've lost my original painting. I have the images of it, but I can't find the original painting, and I just lost my camera. Okay, that's not good. Hold on. Something happened to my camera. Let me restart. Okay. Hold on, because there's like a whole lot of settings. I don't know why I lost. Okay. And should be good. Hold on, let me throw this back in. Okay, how's that? We should be good now, right? Okay. So, oh, that reminded me that I should plug in Okay, for real, I have no idea what's going on now. My second camera fell. What is going on? Can you guys hear me? Is anybody here still with me? Because if you can hear me, I'll just keep going without reconnecting the other one. Can you hear me? Can somebody please in the comments tell me that you can hear me? I'm putting it in the comment now. Can you hear me? It's probably gonna be no, because you're not saying anything. Okay, how about now? Okay, I should be back on. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. I don't know what's going on. I'll keep pushing and seeing. I'll keep seeing if it works, but it's really bizarre. Oh, okay. So my other camera just died on me. I think it's time for me to return it. You know, for $30, it was not worth it. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay. So we have the first ones, and I was reaching for my paper towel when my camera died on me again. So, okay. So I'm gonna use a slightly bigger paintbrush now, and I'm just gonna go and grab my next color. And you know what? I changed my mind on my paintbrush. I'm gonna use a round brush because there isn't that much room. And I want to show you this cool one. This one is pretty cool. Let me grab something like a number 4. Yes, number 4 round is perfect for this. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna choose a different direction for it to grow. Let's say here. It doesn't have to be very bright or anything, just for me to see it, right? And then you change your pressure on the brush as you drag it. Okay, so you start really lightly, and then you push it down, and then you lift. Light, push down, lift. And it makes these kind of cool, longer leaves. And you can change directions with them. Like that. And then here you can make them a little bit shorter if you wanted to. And another, and let's pretend that it's going into somewhere. And I'm gonna add Another one here. Here, let me scooch it up so that you can see what I'm doing. Maybe add a little bit more water to my brush. It's not like it's dragging. I don't like it. Push down, push down. And here we go. Wait, we can do that. Okay. All right. Back to the smaller angle brush. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Yep, I'm gonna go from here. I just make like little dabs as I go, which they help me figure out the lines. You do not want to do straight lines. You want to be curves. You want to have curves. Okay. And now we're just gonna dab on this at an angle. Just go down. Change a little bit, maybe change the direction of your leaves, like that. It looks a lot like eucalyptus branch. Those are super popular right now. And maybe I'm gonna add one coming from here, curving this way. Just making sure that you can see them right here. So I'm just gonna add there. Okay, let me put this on and show you. Oh, well, the light is, hold on, let me turn on off this light that's here. Let's see. Yeah, see? One side. Okay. So, this is pretty much it. This is how I'm gonna go and do this whole um, this whole shelf. So I'm gonna do this side and then the opposite side, and then when those sides are dry, I'm gonna do the part here next to the heart, and then maybe the bottom, like the shelves or something. I don't know. I'll think about it, but I want to do the sides so that I like the sides. The sides should be pretty, right? So yeah, but see how much paint there is? See, it's like blobby a little bit. Yeah, and so because of that, I just using a hair blower is not going to be enough. So I'm gonna need to let this air dry. Now once it's air dry, when I flip it, I will put it on like an old rag or a towel so it doesn't get scratched up, and then do the next coat and then let it dry and then apply polyurethane or something like that, and that's it. Now I did tell you that I was going to show you how to do a dragonfly. This is dry, so I can do dragonfly here. So this is the parchment paper here. I simply traced a dragonfly with a pencil onto my parchment paper, and then I'm gonna grab something with a flat handle. I'm gonna put the oh, you know what? I'm not. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, not a good place. I'm gonna have to wait for this to dry. But what you do is you pretty much put it down and then you rub on it, okay? And then your pencil will print on your work area, and then you can paint, or one of my favorite things, I did this yesterday. I painted this one yesterday. So you can use a Posca pen, like a black Posca pen, and there's two white Posca pens that I use a different size to do your dragonfly. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I thought it would take longer, and I thought I would be able to do the full project, but it really is important to allow the paint to dry because otherwise it will mess it all up. So, and of course, like if you want to add more leaves or something, go for it. So, another trick for you guys so that you know what to do. When you have paint like this and you do not want to waste it, what I do is I just spray it with water, not much. You can just use a regular spray bottle, just don't put a lot on. Don't put a lot on it, and then you can use any plastic. You can even just put it into a grocery bag. I have this press and seal, and I will just cover my paints like that, and they will last, and they will be fine until I'm ready to paint again. So, and yeah, okay. All right, so I hope you guys have a good Thursday, and I hope you enjoyed this. Couple of tricks for you guys, and I will see you online, and I will see you or not see you, depending on if you're going to paint with me or not. Saturday Paint Night Live is my next thing. So until then, bye-bye.